So to quote the great Jay-Z, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Well, they are a little deceptive and they are a little misleading. I would disagree with Jay. Even mathematics is not totally objective. So let's just get to it with Nora. And don't worry, we will be doing some non Nora content because it's a little frustrating with her. I am not doing a recap of her motorbike scooter thing. I'm going to have to trudge through that one. This is more of an update on her, just to be fair to her. The big news is that she's asking for money. I mean, almost all her recent content has just dominated her begging, asking for money for her legal case against Zero Dark Tony. And it is apparently so alarming, she can't even say Zero Dark Tony's name. I don't know why. I would imagine in the legal papers you can say that much. But anyway, whatever. So originally Nora was asking for 50,000, 80,000. It was like an insane amount. It was an insane amount of money. And you're like, okay, that's not going to happen, but okay, whatever. And she was assuring people, like, oh, I need it. I need that 50,000. 25,000 for the legal bills, and 25,000 was going to be just for traveling and expenses in Los Angeles. Where's she getting that number either? I don't know. She needs first class flight, a private jet. She's going to stay in a 5-star hotel. I have not a clue, but she was like calculating, I need 25,000. LA is expensive, guys. It's not like the rest of the country. California loves y'all. There you go. She needs to stay at the mansion, She's gotta stay there and, eat tons of, I don't know, really expensive food. Whatever. But apparently she messed up, guys. No, she doesn't need 50,000. So now she's changed the amount to a much more plausible figure that she can actually get. No, I'll say I'm impressed. She's getting thousands of dollars. It's not like, this is not massive amounts of money. We're not talking like a quarter million here, but yeah, I mean, she has her supporters and they're willing to shell out. So she's lowered the amount by a lot, by a lot. What she thinks is a much more plausible, reasonable amount to just get a retainer for her lawyer, which she claims is going to be $5,000 by itself. That just sounds insane. That should be the cost for the whole legal case, but hey, that's just me. So anyway, so Nora is still squeezing for the dollars, but to be fair to her, she's lowering the amount. Queen Nora is like, I'm willing to leave the really big castle. I'll stay in a small castle. I'll make the sacrifice. I'm a revolutionary, guys. I don't need a 5-star hotel. I'll settle for the 4-star hotel. Maybe even a 3-star. I will make that radical sacrifice for you. Wow, Queen. You're amazing. Oh my god. You say she's a grifter and about the money, but oh my god! He's willing to be in a small castle, everyone. Oh my god! That's Nora. This is Nora. She's no. Or Nora, she thinks about the little guy. Yeah. Working class revolutionary. She's a regular Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, she's rich, guys, but she's still in the struggle. La lucha. La lutte. Yes. She's a walking communist manifesto. Anyway, alrighty then. So she changed the amount. I'm just trying to be factual. I would recommend don't give her the money, but it's your money. You want to give it to her. Yeah. But what I said earlier about this being a very right wing platform on the give, send, whatever. Yeah, it's a very right wing platform. So that's all facts. A lot of neo Nazis, white supremacists, far right, radical rightists, because they can't do the GoFundMe because GoFundMe is a little too restrictive. And them radical rightists, they get into a lot of violent tussles, and you know the GoFundMe is like, no, we can't let you raise the money that way. So it's like, well, we don't need you anymore. We'll get our own Christian platform. And there you go. So even though Nora makes a big deal about the queer and the pro queer and the woke and the trans, she's willing to do some dirty business with the homophobics. But then again, I can't say she's being inconsistent because she was pretty homophobic working with Aaron. Like when Aaron was making fun of gay people to her face, she was like, ooh, 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 yeah, massa, yeah, make fun of gay people again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So, she's just a mess. She's just a mess. She's just a big pet monkey, and she's just looking for a master. I get it. I get it. She needs to find her master, and nobody's willing to sign up to be her owner, I guess. It is what it is. I mean, I guess at one time she was an attractive big monkey, but now she's not. Life goes on. Okay, now let's get to some other numbers getting updated with Marilyn Honica. And I think, frankly, she's a little bit more depressing. So the big news is, just to fact correct someone, she's lost like 100 people. Yeah. So Marilyn's channel has gone through their ups and downs, revelations. Like Marilyn went totally black for a couple times, like completely going away, and everyone's panicking, like, no, no. Liz Gale was like, no, Marilyn, I need you. You're a reliable simp. All you do is kiss my feet. I need you now more than ever. And Marilyn came back, oh, gosh, I was just so scared. I was so scared. But I'm back now. I'm back now. Well, the grifting is not doing great. So at this point, she has 5,910 some supporters, right? And she had before a solid 6,000 subscribers, even 6,000 plus. I mean, she was getting up there. That's when she was making fun of Tommy Scoville. And by the way, I have no issue with her making fun of or mocking Scoville. I have an issue with her reporting was garbage and she was getting a lot of things wrong or wasn't double checking a lot of facts. I mean, good or bad, Scoville did respond effectively to some of her fairy tales. Again, I don't like him. He's a grifter. He's a con man. He's definitely not to be trusted, but he did have some effective receipts, and Marilyn just never responded. I mean, these are very serious issues. I would hope she'd try to get things accurate, but whatever. So for months and months, she was making fun of Scoville, mocking him. And two things. One, I was doing that months before Marilyn. Yeah, I was doing that way before her. Do I get any credit? No. Okay, we'll put that aside. Also, that's when the channel started to have a huge bump, but then Tommy Scoville threatened a lawsuit. Now, is the lawsuit still happening? I don't know, guys. I have no insider sources there. I don't know. Was he just doing a fake threat? I don't think he was. My guesstimate would be he was going to do it, but he and Reese are discussing strategy. This is all very strategic. It's all planned out. This is all very deliberate. But in any case, so she kind of moved away from the Scoville content and went back to her love of Aranis and everything Aaron does is good. I love Aranis. And she did a recent vacation to a protest. I put protest in quotation marks. It was not really a protest. It was just basically a big fun party with more pizza and beer than usual, where Aranis celebrated himself. Yeah, he had a birthday apparently. And Marilyn dropped by wearing an Elron Navy cap. I just find this more interesting than the numbers, is the weird costumes these people. I mean, I get the thing is they're mocking Scientology. They're not saying they are Scientologists. But even as a strategy, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you dressing up like L. Ron Hubbard and you having a cult very similar to L. Ron Hubbard criticize L. Ron Hubbard? That doesn't make any sense to me, guys. But anyway, let me just say, I'm not force wearing. I will never do the same thing. At least mine would be relevant. I mean, Halloween is coming up. At least have a good excuse. Like, why are you dressing like in the fake Space Navy outfit? It's like, well, Halloween's coming. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Or maybe that's just your YouTube persona. But no, Marilyn's like, hey, y'all, I'm with my Navy cap. And to date, it's gotten less than 1,000 views. There you go. Now, I'll be fair, it is high. It is 949 views at the moment. That's just one day ago. And it has 164 likes. This is not real protesting, guys. This is not real radical activism. But there you go. When Marilyn does her protest activism, it gets less than 1,000 views. And there you go. So again, I don't really blame Marilyn for being a grifter. I really don't, because whenever she pivots back to her, like her talking about her, nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. It's only when she's talking about Aaron, Pharaoh Cheryl, Tommy Scoville. You go through the list. But when she actually tries to do content about herself or about the topic, nobody cares. And I've got the same dilemma. I mean, it is what it is. It's more hot to be very negative and talk about other people. But being self-critical or talk about yourself, a lot of people may not be interested, right? So she did a video a while ago about Scientology's first lady. That's Shelley. Victim or villain? 879 views. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, let's talk about Aaron's arrest and tags growing up in Scientology explicitly. That's in the title. 2,400 views. Wow. Wow. And the video before that, Life's a Beach, main attraction, 553 views. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. Her talking about Reese, talking about Aaron, right? The long con, Tommy Scoville. That will get the views. That will get the views. That will get the views, right? And the proof is in the pudding. Like, one of her biggest videos, short con, long con, at the lifeboat, 3,700 views. So, Marilyn knows where the money is, and the money is generating negativity, being toxic, and bringing up names of people more relevant than her. Because we gotta be honest, like, what's her big stake in being an anti Scientology activist? The answer is nothing. Nothing. She's done absolutely nothing noteworthy in anti Scientology activism. I'm gonna say, whoa, whoa. No, I've discovered and actually talked about real cases that are ignored by SPTV. Like, I've brought up things they never really talk about in depth. So, no, I've done some actual good original research. Marilyn, that's her only two modes: hating Tommy Scoville or making love to Aaron Smith Levin. I love you, Aaronis, and I hate the Scoville. Oh, I hate the Scoville so much. And covering up the whole time. This is not like new. Like when Scoville was conning and grifting, Aaron was supporting that. Aaron was platforming that. Aaron was promoting all that. The only reason that Aaron is not promoting Scoville anymore is because Scoville sent him a nasty voicemail. It's all about ego. It's not about the crimes, not about the cons, not about the female victims. Aaron does not care about that at all. But when Scoville was trying to talk down to him, was like, "Oh, how dare you! I'm the leader of my own Sea Org, Mr. Scoville. I will run the con the way I want to. This is my long con. It's not your long con." So that's it. The grifters just fell over one another due to their massive egos. Had nothing to do with caring about victims. And Marilyn's like, uh, Iranish has allowed me to expose Scoville. I wanted to, guys. I was held back by Iranish. But why would I betray the victim? Simple. I'm Marylandist. I do that. Yeah, anyway. But apparently being ideological minister of the Church of Iranus, SPTV, not getting her the massive subscribers that she used to enjoy. There you go. There you go. A grift in decline. I'm heartbroken. I'm crying right now. Oh no, I'm not crying. I'm not crying at all.